Quit saying these words about black people, about black Americans, about Afro-Caribbeans in general. Quit saying this about black people in general. I quit today. In today's video, I'm going to tell you what are the things that you as a black person, you should not say. Or you as a black person, you should stop saying. It's very, very, very good for you to listen to this video up to the end. And if there's someone you want him to hear this message or her, please share with him. I am the Kenyan Beast, of course. We are doing it the African way every day, every time. Now, I've come across a number of African people, black Americans, Caribbeans, some of them who don't appreciate themselves. And I came up with these words that you as a black person, you should quit today. Number one, black people don't like each other. Quit saying that black people don't like each other. I know I have said that a number of times, but I sat down and asked myself, why is this narrative spread like fire that black people don't like each other? And this is a myth. Let me tell you for three. This is a myth that black people don't like each other. And it's a myth that was created, or narrative that was created by the other race that don't want to see the unity of black people. Now, perception that black people don't like each other comes from a mix of historical, social, and psychological factors, many of which are rooted during colonialism, slavery, and systematic oppression. So, this myth of that black people don't like each other is not our thing. It's a thing that was created. And number one, everyone is trying to make it after long suffering. Every black person is trying to make it. Every black person is trying to penetrate within this hardship that is here. He's trying to penetrate within racism. He's trying to penetrate through segregation. He is trying to penetrate through systematic oppression. So every black person is waking up and down, going around here and there, trying to make it. That does not mean that we don't like each other. Sometimes we have pressures in our mind, mental health, oppression, and they are making it difficult for black people to sit down and think about unity. They are making it hard every day for black people to sit down and talk about unity. It's not that we don't love each other. No. It's not like we don't like each other. They're saying black Americans and Africans, they don't like each other. Caribbeans and Africans and black Americans, they don't like each other. Quit saying that. Yes, it may be true that some black people don't like fellow black people and they are trying to impress white people, but that does not mean that we should say that, because once we say that, we are giving them upper hand of supremacy. That's what they want. They want us to think that way, and they want us to say that way. Now, the myth of black people not liking each other, I've said, has come with a number of factors like colonialism. Colonial power and transatlantic slave trade deliberately sowed division among black people. This division was put there during colonialism. They divided different ethnic groups against each other, favoring certain groups over others based on the skin tone, e.g. colorism. They encourage internal conflicts to weaken unity. This was not our doing. So, as a black person, quit saying that black people do not like each other. There's a number of factors, systematic, that was put there for this reason. When you talk about internalizing or internalized racism, after centuries of oppression, some black people have unconsciously observed negative stereotypes about themselves, negative stereotypes about us. Black people have stereotypes about themselves. This is what they're saying, black people are not much educated than white. It is stereotyped. There's distrust within communities, unnecessary competition rather than collaboration. This is the fruits of racism, the fruits of colonialism, the fruits of slavery. It takes time for us to break this. It takes time for us to penetrate through this. Because once they see us trying to unite, they create conflict within each other. See what happened in Rwanda sometimes back, the Tutsi and the other tribe. It was a fight that was created between themselves that benefited few. That is not our make. Black people love each other. They like each other. But in reality, there is some issues that have been put there, or systematic factors that have been put there to make sure that we will not unite. Now, I want to tell you, black people have gone against this reality, because globally, I've seen black people supporting each other business. I've seen black people supporting me personally. Black people are watching my videos, and they don't know me. I'm African. They're Black Americans. They're Caribbeans, Jamaicans, Grenadians, Trinidad and Tobago people. They're watching my videos. They're supporting Africans, content creators. They're supporting, I've seen movements, organized movement and Pan-Africanist of black people. That is to show you that the narrative of we don't like each other, it is wrong. Now, I want to tell you that what shows that black people love each other. And let's stop these words of saying that we don't love each other. Number one, Pan-African movement and political solidarity. For example, black leaders and activists have worked across borders to support each other. Number one being Marcus Garvey. Number two being Kwame Nkrumah. We have the AU Foster Continental Cooperation and Progress, and we have people like Traore that are showing nowadays that we want to work together as black people. So we should stop this narrative that black people does not love or does not like each other. For me, I may say that this is just a myth, and this myth and narrative is a doing of the supremacy. The other race leaders, they are telling you black people are like this and like that. They don't even like each other. That means that you don't have to love them. But deeply, I know that black people, we like each other. So quit saying this. Quit saying this, and this will help black people unity. This will help black people movement. Number two, what you should quit saying about black people today. Don't say that black people are uncivilized. That is not our saying. That saying was put there. For example, during segregation in South Africa, they said that black people are uncivilized. They mean that black people, let me tell you what they mean. When they say black people are uncivilized. What uncivilized generally means lacking the cultural, social, and moral development associated with advanced societies. Do you think we are not? Do you think we are like this? Do you think as black people we lack social order? Do you think that underdeveloped infrastructure? They are saying we have underdeveloped infrastructure. They are saying we are uncivilized. And black people, you should quit saying this, because when we say we are underdeveloped, we as black people, we did not like to be like that. But because of the colonialism, neo-colonization, and every other barriers they are keeping there to make sure that black people, they don't develop. So when they sell this agenda to you, and you as a black person, you just going saying, oh, my brothers are not uncivilized, it is pushing their agenda. So stop pushing their agenda. Let's focus on our own agenda. Now, when we talk about black people being uncivilized, even white people are worse than black people. Black people does not have the history of killing each other. White people have the history. Black people does not have the history of stealing each other properties. White people have the history. Black people does not have the history of enslaving people, but white have the history. So if we say that black people are uncivilized, that means that white people are even more worse. But they are packaging it. They are doing it in a package way so that you cannot learn it. Black people were meant to rule and organize and not to be ruled. So when you say we lack order, it's not like that. Let me tell you why. Black people were the first human being in the face of the earth. So they are supposed to be everywhere, to be roaming everywhere. So to know, here needs to be like this, here needs to be like this. They need to be everywhere to organize things in order. So we as black people, we are not people to stay put. We are people not to listen. We are people to wake up see this one is bad. We do this. We organize things. That's the work of black people. So it's not that we are uncivilized, but we were the first people on the face of the earth, according to me. So I think as the owner of the house, you need to know where you have put your broom. You need to know where there is utensils. You need to move everywhere. Go at the edge of your farm. Organize your farm. Take this kettle, take there. That's the work of the black people. So our work is not to sit like this and wait. Our work is to organize. And that's why we were able as black people to build their countries, because we can do anything. We can work under hard conditions or tough conditions. We can work under any pain, and we deliver. We made Jamaica. We made UK. We made America. We are the people who are supposed to be the leaders and lead. So we need to be everywhere. So the narrative of saying that we are uncivilized, stop that. As a black person, quit saying this. Because when you say this, you are buying their agenda to continue making black people look that we are inferior and less. Yeah. Word uncivilized is used by the Westerners towards black people to make us look inferior and less. So as black people, quit saying that. Quit saying that black people or your fellow black people are uncivilized. No, that is supporting their agenda. Number 3 on my list, as black people, to quit saying that we are not united. Yes, quit saying that we are not united. Let me tell you this. When you're saying that we are not united, I will tell you again, that is a narrative and a myth to make. These are some of the terms that are used to brainwash us. So if you are a black person, in your mind you think, my other black brothers can't unite with me. So, they're not good. Black people are not good. So you will end up saying some number of things towards your fellow black people. And upon saying these things, you are continuing to buy their agenda and to continue to forward their supremacy forward. Now, we are the most united human beings in the face of the earth, but divided by the system of the white politics. See these countries that are fighting because of maybe resources. They are coming in your village, putting words in your brain, brainwashing you, dividing you with religion, saying this one is for Muslim, this one is for Christian, dividing you with language, dividing us, the continent. We just align, and they will go forward selling that agenda that black people are not united. You'll find some black people saying, yeah, we are not united. Of course we are united, but we are divided by the system. We are divided by the poverty. They're making sure that we live in poverty so that we cannot think of coming together and making something. That does not mean that we have to say that. As black people, we should not acknowledge that black people are not united. We should condemn it. We should forget that. We should deny it by all means. And by doing that, we will unite. Now, they are just creating the environment to make us question our unity. And once we start questioning our unity, that's where you will start thinking otherwise. Number 4 is saying that black skin is not beautiful. As a black person, quit saying that black is not beautiful. I see most black people are trying to inject themselves, marinate themselves, bleach themselves just to look as a white person. And this is a plus to them. It makes them think they have managed everything. It makes them look like they are the owners. So black people, quit saying this. Quit saying that black people are not beautiful, that black skin is not beautiful. Black is the most beautiful skin in the face of the earth. So if you yourself, you don't like your skin, do you think someone else will like you? You as a black person, you don't care about your skin. You don't like your skin. You hate yourself. Who will love you? So start appreciating black as beauty. Start appreciating black people. Start loving black skin. That will give us upper hand. Love yourself and people will love you. But if you don't love yourself, nobody will. Number 5 on my list, as black people, stop saying that white people discovered everything, that black people did it. Stop saying that. Go to the history, learn the history. Of course, black people discovered. They will tell you Columbus discovered this, or discovered Jamaica, or discovered Indian Ocean. No, it was there, and black people were there. Even the discovery of America, black people were there. It is our country. It is our earth. It is our soul as black people. So we did not have the reason to discover, because how can you discover your own house? No? That is why they are saying Columbus discovered the Indian Ocean, he discovered Jamaica, discovered this, simply because they were visitors to that soil. We as black people were there. We were there. So you cannot discover your own house that you are coming to tell you, hey, I discovered my YouTube channel, Kenyan Beast. No. Someone else will come and discover it and write it down that they discovered Kenyan Beast from Kenya. But black people did not have any reason to discover anything, because we had already seen it all. So as black people, stop saying that white people are the ones who discovered. We are the ones who are there. Okay? The last one but not least, I have many, but this is the last one to me. As black person, stop saying that I'm not African. Stop saying you are not African. Stop saying, or stop thinking that Africa is a bad continent to you, because Africa is the motherland of all continents. As a black person, if you hate your mother, the world will not accept you. So if you black people continue thinking little of Africa, nobody will think Africa is big. But they know the importance of Africa. That's why they are here. So as black people, let them not brainwash you. Start denying Africa. Start denying your color. Not to love your color. Please, please, please. You are the most beautiful human being in the face of the earth. You, who you are watching this video. You are the owner of this earth. So you did not have reason to discover. So don't get that wrong. We are united, but they are pushing us, making sure that we think we are not united, that we think we don't like each other. Stop saying these things, because these things is just promoting the agenda of the supremacy, promoting the agenda of belittling Africa or black people. And they have brainwashed us, and they are using us to divide our own. They are using us to make sure Africa is down. They are using us to have underdeveloped countries. They are using us to fight among each other. So if we stop saying this, we will open our eyes and brains, and we will focus, and we will know what is the best way. Okay? Tell me what you think on the comment section about this video. Do you think I'm right or I'm wrong? Because every day I see black people hating themselves. You just see a good person hating himself. Why am I black? Even within black community, there is brown skinned people and dark skinned people. So there is colorism between themselves, because white is beauty. Who told you? Who told you white is beautiful than black? Everyone will say on his own. White people will say their color is beautiful. Why don't you as black person appreciate your own color? White people appreciated their own color, and that's why black people loved it too. But if we black people, we appreciate our own, they will love us too. When you go to the market, you see a doll, a black doll and a white doll. You don't want to buy a black doll. You want to listen to music from white people. You want to watch movies from white people, because you think black people cannot produce good movies, cannot sing good music. You want to buy goodies from white countries, because you think your own black people cannot produce quality things. That's how they brainwash us. And we as black people, we are helping them to run their own agenda. Yes, we are helping them. They have just sat down. They started it and they sat down. And they are using us to continue the agenda of running, or agenda of white privilege and white supremacy. So right now, from this young boy, Kenyan Beast, I want to tell you, stop saying these things about black people. If you are black, stop. Quit saying that. Let us find ways to make sure that we don't say that we love each other, we like each other, we unite, we do everything, we support black people business, we appreciate our skin. We black people are the most beautiful ones. So don't and buy that agenda. Okay, tell me what you think on the comment section about this video. If you love, kindly share to your friends. Please share to your friends. And there is, if you have seen there's a, you can say thanks, super thanks to me. It's appreciated. Until next episode, peace be with you.